Hey guys, happy Thanksgiving and welcome to our November edition of our farm homestead tour. Today we're going to go around and see what's growing and what's not. The garden patch is still pretty bare. I hadn't planted any fall garden this year. My trees are still here. Still have these 20 chestnut trees. I have some elderberry that's growing. I have some butterfly bush. I have about 20 or so white oak trees that are growing at the far end. I have 2 pawpaw trees that are growing from the seeds that I planted. 2 of them survived and 3 of them did not. And I also have some chestnut seeds that I picked up from when I was out of state. I found a chestnut tree growing along the side of the road, and I grabbed a couple of chestnuts and I'm trying to see if they will sprout. So I did have one of them sprout, but I'm not sure if it's going to be viable or not. So let's go to the compost. Compost pile is doing pretty good. This compost right here is 25% leaves, 25% chips, and 50% aquatic weeds. So to give you some backstory on this, last year I got some wood chips delivered from a friend of mine that does tree work. I also had another friend that's in landscape business. He delivered me a whole truck of leaves. So I mixed those half and half, 50% leaves, 50% wood chips. Come this spring, my neighbor across the street, there's a lake across the street from my house. He had some aquatic weeds growing along the side of his bank. He wanted to get rid of them. So my wife and kids and me and him and his wife, we all went and drug all the aquatic weeds out. I had basically about a truckload of weeds. It was solid full. These weeds are hollow and they're full of water, but these weeds have sucked up all the stuff from the bottom of the pond. Should be full of nutrients, and so I mixed it half and half with these leaves. It's worked out good. I got a real dark, earthy smelling compost here. Just waiting on some more of these chips to break down. With wood chips, it takes a long time for them to break down. So let's go show you our new leaf and leaf pile. So this is 3 truckloads of leaves that my landscaper friend brought to me this year that we'll use. Once I get some more chips delivered, I'll probably do the same thing and mix those chips and those leaves 50-50. Some of the leaves I'm going to be putting in the orchard. Once I get that orchard fenced in, I'm going to spread the leaves on the ground in between the trees, and then I'm going to come back with wood chips and cover that. I'll use wood chips that I've had for more than a year that's been sitting here curing. And my hopes is that this will build soil there, and then I'm going to start building out on my food forest pretty much. So in between the trees, I'll plant some fruit bushes, maybe some, I don't know, some blueberry bushes, and something that don't need to be trellised, and then I'll plant strawberries around that, and I'll just keep adding to it. I want to keep this looking neat and semi-organized. I don't want it to be too crazy looking. I like the idea of permaculture, but I'm also OCD and I like things to be kind of in order. So I think we can find a happy balance between those two things and use the beneficial benefits of permaculture, where things work together. The roots are exchanging the exudates and all the beneficial bacteria and stuff, plus how it attracts. We'll plant flowers in there and beneficial flowers to attract and to ward off predators, and that's the plan anyway. So that's in the future. I'm trying to get the fence built now, or either I'm gonna give it a go myself. I don't know which one I'm gonna try, but I also want to get this back area across here fenced in, and maybe get a few pigs and a few goats and maybe a cow or two, something, not a lot of livestock, but just a few to raise to provide meat for the family. And I don't want to get crazy with them. I only want a few of them. So let's show you let's go over here and look at the orchard. So I'm standing out here in the orchard. We've already had a couple of frosts this year, and this week we had a hard killing frost. It got down to 26, I think, yesterday morning. It's a little warmer today. Wasn't quite 26 this morning. Might have been, I don't know, maybe in the mid 30s, and it's warmed up quite nice today. But the point of all this is the hard frost has finally gotten all the leaves off the fig bushes, and some of the leaves on the apple tree and the pear trees are still here. Now I've made another order of fruit trees this year, so those should be coming in January. I got to go pick them up. I'm ordering them from the Clemson Extension in Abbeville, South Carolina. They have a fruit tree sale every year, and there's a mailing list that you can get on, and she'll send them to you. So I don't know if you're in that area within 2 or 3 hours, it may be beneficial to you. I think the fruit trees are about 2 to 3 foot tall, which when you buy a tree that's small and you plant it, it takes off quicker than if you buy one that's say 2 or 3 years old and then you plant it. So I've gotten I think 3 or 4 apple trees. I've gotten varieties that work good in my area. Like Arkansas Black is one of them. Gala apples, the Pink Lady. Those are a few that work good in warmer climates. South Carolina has 3 different types of climate here. We have the Blue Ridge Mountains, the mountain region. We have the Piedmont region. Then we have the coastal region. And I'm kind of in the middle of that Piedmont area there. So it's good to make sure that when you buy plants that they work good for your area. So with that, I've also bought 3 pecan trees, which I've wanted, and I'll probably plant them out here in the back pasture. I'm not really sure how I'm going to plant them or where I'm going to plant them yet, because like I said, I'm trying to develop this Silvio pasture type of environment here where we have trees that are spaced way out, and then I have grass and stuff for the animals to eat in between it. So the animals probably will eat some of those pecans, but hopefully I can still get some. But even if not, I can still plant some in the front yard, and they can cross-pollinate. So back to the fruit trees from the Clemson Extension in Abbeville, South Carolina. I think the fruit trees were $8.95 a piece, which is a really good deal. I think I paid $20 for these, which these are a good bit taller. Like I said, the smaller ones will catch up with these, and all I have to do is just drive and pick them up on a certain date. I looked at I was going to buy some from Ison's, and probably in the future I will buy some from them. But the pecan trees were like $27, where Ison's are about, I think they were about $35, plus you had to have shipping. And I got it worked out with my schedule. I didn't have to take a day off from work to go get these. The only time you can pick up is during the day. So the only other factor that I'm going to have is my gas and a little bit of time to go pick these up. So it'll be fun, little road trip to go get these. And I think with the cost savings that I'm getting, I figured it out. It's beneficial for me. So, and the variety, I also got a Golden Delicious, and the varieties that I got will help cross-pollinate these other ones. So, and this is the gill that I have around the fruit trees. And if you can see right here, there's some garlic that's coming up. I'm going to keep trying to spread this comfrey around the different areas, and then once I get my chicken pen built, I'll plant me a whole row of it beside the chicken pen in order to feed the chickens. Then I'll plant some down beside my pasture fence so I can feed the animals, and just kind of spread it around the way that Billy from Permaculture Farms does. He was saying that the animals get a lot of minerals and nutrients from this, so not only does it benefit your plants, but it benefits the animals too. But back to the fruit tree gills here. Just about all of the garlic has sprouted around these fruit trees that I showed you in the last farm tour. So I'm happy with that. And I want to go up there and show you. We're going to end it on our garlic that we planted up there in the container. So let's go up and show you that. So overall, the garlic is doing great. Just about every one of the cloves has come up, if not all of them. So pretty happy about that. I think we will have another successful harvest come next summer in June. And I don't know, it's pretty easy to take care of and plant. I come out here about every month or two, and I'll put a gallon of fish emulsion on here. Well, I mix an ounce of fish emulsion in a gallon of water, and I'll pour that on here to continue to feed it. Plus it also helps put nutrients and minerals and bacteria in here. Alright guys, I appreciate y'all stopping by Earlybird Farms SC, where the SC stands for South Carolina. Make sure you check out these 2 videos below. I'm sure you'll like those as well. And we'll see you next time on Earlybird Farms. And we want to make sure we tell you Happy Thanksgiving to you and your family.